If you've always wanted to start your own business, but you don't know where to begin, you are about to be inspired by my next guest. It is Vivian Kaye. She is an entrepreneur and a business empowerment coach, and she's going to help you zero in on that business idea. You have had an incredible trajectory with your business, and I want you to tell everyone what the journey has been like for you.
Oh, well, Tracy, thank you. My trajectory has been amazing. And you know how I got started? I got started by getting started.
Yeah.
So 15 years ago, I had an idea to solve a problem, which was to make wedding decor simpler for brides. And then while running that business, I encountered another problem. I needed hair extensions that looked like my hair. So I solved the problem, and then I turned that into a $1 million business. And, I did this as an immigrant. I'm a college dropout, and I'm also a single mother. So was it easy? Absolutely not. Was it possible, or is it possible? It is. It's possible.
For everyone at home right now, if there is someone looking to start their own business for the first time, they're thinking, oh my gosh, the environment, the economy is awful. I have lots of ideas. What's the first step?
Well, a good idea. A good idea is the first step. So what you should do is you should draw on your own experience. You should look at your skills, and then you ask yourself, why do you even want to start a business? Because that's super important, because you're going to go back to that why. So what you need to do is take a pen and paper and write it down. Make a list of what you're good at, because it is not going to be an easy journey, and that list is going to remind you why you're doing it. So if for business ideas, for example, like the business that I started, the wedding decor and the hair extensions, I took my natural strengths and the skills that I acquired from a 9-to-5 and put them together with my passion. And I rolled up my sleeves and I put in the work, because if there's one thing about being an entrepreneur, is there's a lot of work to do.
Okay, so you take stock, you've got your one idea, you narrow it down, you got your pad and your paper. Now you need to research. So how do we do that?
Well, you research and research some more to make sure, one, that there's even a market for the product that you want to sell, or the service that you want to sell. And then you also have to see, are you actually solving a problem? Are you relieving a pain point? Some of the best businesses solve a problem. So you're going to use Google, you're going to check Facebook groups, you're going to check forums, you're going to see if the product or service that you have an idea for is actually doing that. Is it solving a problem? Is it relieving a pain point? For Kinky Curly Yaki, I wanted something that looked like my hair. So I went looking for it. I couldn't find it. So then I was on a mission to solve my own problem. And what happened was I started researching and found other people had that same problem. So when I actually created the solution, guess what? I had an audience already prepped, because I saw that they had a problem. I had the problem. And then I took that and turned it into a business.
Very interesting. And I think that there are a lot of people out there that think that they actually have to come up with something that has never been done before. It's got to be brand new, a new invention, a unique service. They feel the need to reinvent the wheel, but that's not necessarily the case, is it, Viv?
No, I did not invent hair extensions, right? So, you can take something that already exists and make it better. It doesn't have to be unique. You don't have to kill yourself trying to reinvent the wheel. Like for me, the light bulb moment for Kinky Curly Yaki was because of my own need. I was solving my own problem. So all I did was I put my own little spin on it. And that's really what the key to success is putting yourself in the business. When you see a gap, you have to be the one to fill it.
Okay, what do you think is the thing that holds most people back?
Oh, goodness. I would say it's confidence.
Yeah.
It's confidence. Like, people think that they can't execute because they don't have the confidence to do it. But you know how I built up my confidence? I built up my confidence by helping people solve their problems. So, for example, over COVID, I dropped, or the pandemic, I dropped Shopify Prep School. So there, I help people set up, launch, and scale their own businesses on the Shopify e-commerce platform. And that grew my confidence like by 100, because I saw that I was able to help people solve a problem.
So lastly, for business owners or potential business owners, you say start small. And what do you mean by that?
Start small. Like when you're just starting out, you don't start out to become the next Amazon. Because Amazon started out by selling books. They got really good at selling books, and then it took time, and then they became the Amazon, the billion-dollar company that we know now. But they started by starting small, and they started where they are. So in order to do the big things in life, you have to start small. You have to start where you are. You have to start with what you know, and you just have to start.
You just got to start. My mind is blown. I forgot Amazon even started as just books, right? You can't even think that they actually started so small. Listen, everyone out there, become a Vivster. Follow Viv. Take her classes. Follow her IG stories. She has fun, and she does the work. Vivian, welcome to Cityline. Thank you so much for joining us. So inspiring.